Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. This is Highway 93. Just left the Kingman, Havasu area. We're heading up. Actually, this will take us up towards Hoover Dam, Vegas, all that. We're heading to Utah. Matt's Off-Road Wrecker Games later this week. But got a couple days before it starts. I thought, hey, let's make a little adventure out of it. I want to make a pit stop up here at Boulder City. There's a couple of museums here I've been wanting to catch for quite a while. It's a weekday. I thought we could sneak in there. Boulder City also has a very historic downtown area. You know, Boulder City was created when they built Hoover Dam. The history there is vast. So I thought we'd have some fun. Check that out, and then we're going to continue on up to Sand Hollow State Park up in Utah, near Hurricane, Utah. Overcast today, chilly. It still hasn't warmed up like it should in the desert, but it will soon, I'm sure. Wow, what a big rig, man. That guy is going slow downhill. We're almost up to Hoover Dam. We're going to go right past it. That Kingman Wash, that used to be the old road that would take you across the dam. Years ago, none of this was here, none of the bridges. Used to drive straight across Hoover Dam. It was the only way to get up to this area. Those days are long gone. I remember it. Lake was full. You could stop along the dam, walk around. There was no security, any of that stuff. Now it's all changed. Now they got all these new bridges up here. But I guess it's a good thing they did it. Vegas is one big time busy town. Always traffic, always airplanes. 24/7. That's Vegas. Probably this fall, I'm going to spend a little more time. There are a couple RV parks. That Circus has an RV park right in downtown Las Vegas. So maybe in the fall we'll check them out, try them out. I know Sam's Town has that KOA. That's a good place to stay. I've done that before. Okay, right over there. There's the Hoover Dam. Really can't see much from here. We're going to cross the bridge. Now this bridge has a walkway. You always see people out here that are getting selfies of the dam down below. Here you go, straight across. Well, you can see the water. There it is. That's Lake Mead, Hoover Dam, Colorado River. Can't really slow down, kind of fast. There's people getting their pictures. And guess what? We're leaving Arizona. Welcome to Nevada. Okay, gonna take this first exit here. This is actually the exit for Hoover Dam if you want to go that way, but we're going to cut up into Boulder City. This also gives you access to Lake Mead. always like coming up through here. I don't care much for driving through Vegas. That is a nightmare. But this area here, and actually going up to Utah, we're going to take the road that goes around Lake Mead, cut straight through, end up over through Overton, up to Highway Interstate 15, then on up into Utah. You'll see when we get there, but we're going to have a few stops first. You know what? We did this last year. This is that casino here, Hoover Dam Casino. Let's stop. Check out the water from up here. They got an overlook. Hoover Dam Lodge Casino. There's actually hiking trails. Down below is the old road that had the railroad tracks. Now it's all hiking and biking. They got tunnels down there. But there's the water. Hey, the water's up. I looked online a few days ago. It's up a few feet. So all these heavy rains and snows, it's helped. I don't know if it's helped enough, but there it is. Yeah, it does look up a little bit. I think it was up 3-4 feet, maybe more. Cool. It's pretty here, but it's chilly. I mean, even for Vegas, usually it's warmer here. Windy. All right, let's cut up into Boulder City. A couple vans here. See how that guy has the ladder going up the side? I thought about that. But do I really need access up to the roof that much? I carry a little step stool so I can clean off the solar. See, now that guy's got a roof carrier. Boy, that'd just be a pain in the butt, have to crawl up there. This lodge here, it's always busy. All right, make a right. We're about 3 miles up to town. Then right up here off to the right is the Lake Mead Visitor Center, all that stuff too. Right there, and then this road here, we're going to be taking this in a little while. We can actually cut all the way over to I-15, bypass the entire town of Vegas. Yay. But let's run up to Boulder City real quick. All right, there's some signs here. It says historic downtown. That's where we want to go. Yeah, this town was created when they started building Hoover Dam. All the workers stayed here. It was a booming place. This little museum's inside of a hotel or something. Read a little bit about it. Also, right up here, there's a visitor center. We say we'll stop, check that out too. Right up here off to the right. Well, doesn't look busy at all. It looks like about 3 cars and us. Ah, this part of the Chamber of Commerce for Boulder City. Lake Mead is such a massive draw for tourists, boating, camping, everything. Look at that, skydiving, helicopter rides. Well, let's go in and check her out. Nice people, answer questions, a lot of brochures and maps.
Hey, Miss Cheryl. I just sent you a text with the link.
I talked to the nice young lady. She told me where the museums are. Maybe they got buses that run up through here too. Okay, well, got my info. I know where I need to go. Straight up the hill to Arizona Street. Make a left, and it's a big white building. Looks like a mansion. Has big pillars in front. Nice homes. This whole area. I mean, what a view these guys have of the lake. Probably $1 million homes in here. Alright, I'd say we're getting up close to the top. Yeah, they all got a view. Now I read too, a lot of the older homes have been remodeled. They're still here. So back in the that's 90 years ago. A lot of this stuff was built. All the trees, everything green. They got grass here. Okay, we're looking for Arizona Street. So this is the historic area. All the old buildings are all shops, restaurants. Not very good parking for the van though. Well, let's do this. I'll find the museum first, then I'll hunt. Look for parking. Okay, right here is Arizona Street. Aha, there it is on the right. Yep, big pillars, big white building, and hotel and museum. Well, let's see. Parking. Not in here. Van's too long. Alright, let me do this. Wow, that's a big building. Look, it goes clear back a whole block here. Let me do this. I'll hunt down a good parking place for this. Even got a few little shops back here. Sushi, toys. Wow, they're everywhere. Alright, I'll find parking. Well, almost 2 blocks away. It's okay, I need the exercise. Got these little statues. You can see there's shops everywhere. Cool town, isn't it? I never really came down here. Talking about all the workers were here during the Depression. Families, kids. Trees growing up in the sidewalk. All flat roof buildings. Single story. What's this thing? Oh, look at this. My goodness. Humpty Dumpty, huh? And here's the museum. More statues. Can you imagine living back in the day? Who came to this hotel? Who stayed here? Probably a few ghosts hanging around. Historic hotel and museum. Shops, offices, everything. Pretty impressive building. Alright, let's go on in. National Register of Historic Places.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I had to get directions. It's on the second floor. Wow, big old mural. To make a painting that big is just impressive. Looks like some shops. Gallery. I'm assuming the museum's down here at the end.
Wow.
Cool old pictures. There's the dam.
Coming from all over. I mean, it is a big deal.
Looks like I've got pretty good lighting so far. Video of it being built. Workers, families, huh?
They came with everything on their backs. Their cars that broke down before they got here.
Colorado River. Wow, look at that bridge. Blasting rock. Oh, man.
I kept buying some books. Everything was on honor, and it worked. I wound up with only 2 checks I never collected.
What a time in history to be alive back then, huh? But these guys get paid like $5-10 a day for risking their lives. But during the Depression, they needed work. People traveled from all over. Pretty well laid out museum. Desert bloom.
You could feel the heat. At night.
Yeah, that was rugged country with the old river running through it, and they said, hey, we're going to build a big old dam right in the middle of it. Always like these old pictures. Scaffolding, all the drills. Just insane. The amount of engineering, I mean, back then. They're building those tunnels. Ooh, I bet down on that pathway. Yeah, quite the engineering. You know, last year I was able to video the dam. We went out on it. Be sure to check out that video. Lives lost. Oh, this is cool. Kind of a reenactment of the workers. $5,000 men in a 4,000-foot canyon. Look at the guy hanging up there with a crane. Fact or fiction? More pictures of the workers. Huh. You don't expect this inside of a hotel. It's got really good ratings on Google. More artifacts, literature, a lot of pictures. Drawings that they used. Hard hats. This isn't really big in here. The man with an iron fist. Huh. But it's packed full of stuff. Definitely worth a trip in here. If you're in the Vegas area, definitely come out here. Boulder City. Hoover Dam Museum right downtown, the old town here. And another little movie videos playing. Information. More pictures of the dam after it was built. Those are the intakes. Saving history, you know, they got to.
At 3% interest from the sale of hydroelectric power. Hoover Dam, Colorado.
Well, we got a railroad museum to go see too. I guess it's railroad cars. I don't know how big of a museum.
Lying calmly behind the dam, these waters await need by downstream users. Water is released from the
Another big picture of the dam after it's built.
to irrigate over 1
Pretty good. Well, we did it. Made it through it. Very nice old hotel. All remodeled. Short Film Festival. Huh. That'd be cool. It's already over. It was last month. Yeah, look at the carpeting. They got dining room in here. Piano.
Thank you. It's good. It's fine. Yeah,
Well, cool stop. Go find the van. We'll head over to that railroad museum. But you know, none of these buildings are very tall. They just didn't build them like that back in the day. Well done. More shops back here, restaurants. Okay, where'd I park the van? I think it's up this way. Had to find a big old parking lot. Regular parking lot. Ain't no way I can park in the streets here. Antiques. Need a green frog. Old wash tubs. Washing machine. Wind spinners. Hey, game store, look at that. How cool is that? Tyson Wells needs to see this. Comics and toys and games. All the architecture, look, they all got breezeways and the arches. It's all the same. That's old school. Well, I'm really glad I stopped. You know, I've been looking at this online. I always look for museums to come see, and I'm through this area so much. There's a really nice Elks Lodge, too. It has a big RV park, and I'm an elk member. which I've stayed at this a couple times here, but I never really explored around town. Plus I got a really good friend. He's a Vietnam veteran named Phil, real good guy. He lives here too. So I always like to stop and say hi to Phil. But they got the center treeways, trees growing everywhere. Palm trees. Then all the old motels up through here. They are old-time motels too. Doesn't this kind of remind you of Route 66 a little bit? The atmosphere, the old-style buildings, motels. Definitely has that feel to it. Where you had your old Cadillac convertible, put down the top, turn up the radio, and start driving, huh? All right, I think we're coming up to the main drag. Gas stations. Neat town. You know, this is RV friendly too. There's RV parks here. All kinds of RV camp areas. There's our historic downtown sign. We're right back out here to the main highway. Okay, should be down here on the right. More old shops. Monster Museum. They want $20 to go in there. I ain't doing that. Car parts. What else? We get Dairy Queen. We're looking for Taco Bell. We got to make a right on Yucca Street. I see the Taco Bell. This must be our street here. Yep. Yucca Street. Now this is the Nevada State Railroad Museum. Here it is here. Sign said film crew and filming. Okay. There's all the trains. Looks like an outdoor museum. Cool. All right, get parked. Let's take a walk. Looks like free to get in. You know that Boulder Dam Museum was free as well. Normally these guys have like donation boxes out and stuff. Railroad Museum. Here's the tracks. I think on the weekends they offer a train ride. So it's probably pretty busy, but right now we're the only ones here. To the trains. Big old time engines, huh? Talk about noisy. Oh man, when them things fire up, the boilers and everything in them. Hey, a caboose. Yellow one. Yellow caboose. Union Pacific. They got steps here. Let's see if it's open. Says enter here. I did. All aboard. I remember the trains when the cabooses used to be on them. Life on a caboose. Got their bunk beds, stove to cook, make their coffee. Look out the window. And that was life, huh? Look how small them bunks are too. And over there, it's all glassed off. Can't go in it. Probably like a lounge or first class travel. Back in the day, huh? But it's pretty cool here. They got it undercover. You know, it gets hot here in the summer. I mean, this is hardcore desert. Vegas, out here, you'll be in the 100 plus temperatures. Too bad we can't hear one fire up though. Them things are just noisy. What's this? A mail car here. Maybe we can go inside that one. Another small engine. Probably just moving around a yard, train yard. Wow, they used to grab the bags, hang them and grab them. Look at that. Could you imagine doing that? Mail sorting room. I wonder if we can go inside this thing. There's one of them mail grab racks. Train whizzes by and just picks it up. Then they chuck one out the window. Watch your step. Oh, look at this. A whole sorting room. Mail sorting. That's how you used to get your mail. Checks in the mail, huh? Well, not too bad. They got a few cars down here. Probably on the weekends when you take a train ride, it's pretty busy. And looks like a little ticket office, probably for the rides. They probably have snacks and stuff here. Pretty cool. Wonder how far it takes you. Have to check into that. So on a weekend, come out here and check her out. Well, what do you say? Head back towards the van. We're gonna have to start doing some miles here. We gotta get on up to Utah. You know, there's an hour time difference between Arizona and here. It's actually Pacific time here, so I gained an hour. It's early. Hour earlier, time traveled. A few old pictures of back in the day. They were probably running a lot of trains. I mean, that's when the dam was being built. Vegas was growing, all these areas. What a job that is, huh? Laying track by hand. Not anymore, it's just a bunch of machinery, huh? Boulder City elevation, 2,400 feet. Oh, cool little stop, cool little town. But you know what? Now we need to do some miles. We gotta get on up to Utah. I'm gonna stop up here at the Elks, park in the parking lot, take a quick break before we start trucking around Lake Mead and cutting over. We're going to cut over to I-15 here from Boulder City. Go through a little town called Overton. This is the Elks Lodge. It's huge. There's I don't know, they got like 25, 30 sites for RVs in the back, but you got to be a member. I've been an elk member for 8 years. All right, take a break, and then we're going to hit the road. This is, they call it, I think it's like Route 167. This cuts all the way around the backside of Lake Mead. We've already passed all that. Wasn't a lot to see. We filmed that before. We're going to get up here closer to the town called Overton, and then after Overton, we're going to pick up I-15, start trucking up into Utah. Look at these mountains. You know, I've driven through here so many times. And it looks like the road ends right in the mountains and it curves. Always fun. Pretty day. Temps are warming up a little bit. Still a little chilly, but I'll take it. Sunshine, no snow. But they got snow here too. Vegas did. For more information about RVerTV, check out my website, RVerTV.tv. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter. And also, there's free screensavers you can download. All you gotta do is enter your email, and you'll get a download link. Once again, that's RVerTV.tv. Alright, here's the other entrance into Lake Mead. They're closed. They haven't had this open in years. I don't ever remember it being open. It's always shut down. Right there, that road to the left, where that motorhome just came out of, that's Valley of Fire State Park in Nevada. Beautiful, beautiful place. Big red mountains, bighorn sheep, all kinds of good stuff. Did a video on that last year. Be sure to check it out. Right up here, there's a big plateau where people dry camp. Should be close. Here it is. This is like a top of a little plateau here. Big flat area. You always see a lot of RVs parked here, and there is both left and right side. It's 14-day dispersed, I believe. So this has to be BLM land, I guess. We're in Nevada, so I don't know if they got trust land like Arizona does, maybe. There's some mining operations out here going too. But look at the RVs and what a view they have. Talk about stargazing, this is the place to do it. And then once you get down to the bottom, you'll see when we get into Overton, it's a little town, a lot of agriculture, green grass. Goes from desert to green. Pretty cool. But as far as you can see, this washed out desert land, there's the plateau where they all dry camp. Look at the view. Then straight out, I guess be towards the north. You're gonna see some greenery. And there's Overton, Nevada. Pretty cool, huh? We got my Yuck Donald's, the Rooster Bar. All farmers here. They got a Simplot. I think they mine for gypsum, I believe, something. Cute little town. They got their own schools. Very plush little valley here. It's all fed by the Virgin River. That's where they get all their water. Also Lake Mead. But its own little town. This is small town Nevada right here. Absolutely cool. We're about 15 miles or so from I-15. There's another little town up a little farther up. Maverick gas station, they got it all. So if you're up here boondocking, camping out there, you're not too far away from supplies. Propane, ice, food, you got it. Plus, just a pretty way, you can bypass Vegas. The whole goal of coming this route is you're totally out of Vegas. No freeways, no nothing. Back roads, small towns right here. Perfect. Okay, here's Interstate 15. Gonna head up towards St. George. It's not a lot of miles. We probably got about 25. We'll drive through Mesquite. We're just gonna go straight on through. We're gonna go up the Virgin River Canyon Gorge. And oh, is that spectacular. You're in for a treat here real quick. So let me get on the freeway. We're going to do a few miles and we'll be back. And here's the state line. We just passed through Mesquite. We're leaving in Nevada, and guess what? Right back in Arizona. This little section up here, it's about 30 miles long, is all Arizona. And it's isolated. The only way to get here is either through Utah or Nevada. You can't drive all the way down through Arizona. Look at that, less than 30 minutes to St. George. We won't go all the way to St. George. We're going to cut off as soon as we get into Utah on Highway 7. This area up here is called Littlefield. They've been working on this bridge forever. This area has really grown over the years I've been traveling through here. Now they got gas stations, truck stops. Turned into a pretty good sized little community here. I think it's Hoover Dam, Littlefield. And here you go. This is epic. I'm in awe. I've driven through here I don't know how many times. But this is the Virgin River Gorge. And they put a freeway right through this thing. Talk about engineering. They just followed the river. Sheer cliffs. I mean, look at this. If you're claustrophobic, this might not be the best route. I know the camera probably doesn't do it total justice, but these cliffs and mountains are straight up. And people drive nuts here, either really fast or really slow. All I do is take my time going through here, and what beauty. Look at this. You crisscross the river, the little bridges. Right now it's right off to the left, and they can have flash floods down through here when in heavy monsoon rains. You betcha. But what a drive, what an epic drive if you ever get a chance. It's right here on Interstate 15. It's about a 12-mile stretch. And you go right through these mountains like this, right in this gorge. Right there off left, there's the Virgin River. There's also a recreation area up here you can camp. Last time I stopped it wasn't open. It might be open now. But you can actually boondock camp. I don't know if it's 7 days or 14. And here's the sign coming up for it. Virgin River Canyon Recreation Area. And I can see campers off to the right, so you can camp. It's open. I don't want to stop today. We got to get on up to Sand Hollow. Been a lot of driving today. Perfect weather though. Look at this, blue skies. Here we go, leaving Arizona. And we are now in Utah. Welcome to Utah. Straight ahead, snow-capped mountains. You know, Zion National Park's up here. All the beautiful red mountains, red rocks. Gorgeous up through here. Here's our exit. We're taking Highway 7. Gonna cut right over to Sand Hollow. This is kind of the little bypass highway. Takes you up to Hurricane. We won't go all the way into Hurricane today. Basically what I want to do is get up here at State Park a couple days early and just check it out. I'm going to be up here all week long. Also, I'm going to be filming around Hurricane a little bit too, just not their event. The Matt's Off-Road event. Figured why not? We're up here. We might as well do a little sightseeing, huh? I've only been on this highway one time. Last year. They are developing, they're building houses out here, communities. I think Washington City's up here. It's just endless. They are absolutely booming here. I think St. George is one of the top places in the country that are skyrocketing for growth. We ought to be getting close. According to the phone, we're looking for Sand Hollow Road. The Matt's Off-Road Wrecker event goes from Thursday through Saturday, the 9th through the 11th. I'm going to be up here filming for me, not for them. For RVerTV, I'll show you guys what it is. Plus, we're going to be filming around Hurricane too, just not this event. Here it is here. Here's our exit. guess there's going to be 5 wrecking companies that own wreckers. I think a lot of them are YouTubers. They're calling it their Wrecker Olympics. Pretty cool. Alright, I think we're getting close. Way out that direction is Zion Mountains, the Zion National Park mountains. They're all snow-capped. Anymore, you can't film on YouTube national parks. They took that away from us. Huge man-made reservoir here. I think they're going to go out in the dunes off to the left is where they're going to hold their event. But they actually leased the entire state park for 3 days. How about that? But today I'm just going to be a tourist. I'll just pay my way in, get a day pass, spend a little time here. I rented a spot up in Hurricane at an RV park, but it's way too early to get in there yet, so I'll just hang down here. We say we'll get a few pictures while we're here too. Alright, let me get checked in here.
Hi there.
$20 a car to get in. If you're a non-resident, if you're a Utah resident, it's only $15. But wow, what a pretty place. Look at this. It's empty now, but I bet it's going to be packed by Thursday. What a view. That's over towards St. George. Oh, the snow. Hey, there's that RVerTV van. They got a boat launch, some docks here. Oh, look at the dog just loving the water. He's having fun. But what a pretty place. Pretty good sized reservoir. They probably stock it full of fish. Beautiful. And way out there, there's the mountains over Zion National Park. Well, that's probably about 30 miles from here. Well, should be a good time here. There's a campground here, but I guarantee it's sold out. Ain't no way. I tried a month ago and couldn't. It was sold out then. There's not that many sites. But in Hurricane itself, there's RV parks. St. George, there's RV parks everywhere around here. So if you're in this neck of the woods, coming to the Wrecker games, email me, Russ at RVerTV.tv. And hopefully I can meet up. We'll be here through Saturday, leaving Sunday. Once again, also, I'm going to be filming around Hurricane, hopefully if the weather is good. We'll do a little more sightseeing just besides this event. What a epic trip we had today. Boulder City, museums, all the way up here in Utah. We're here. Journey continues. Talk soon.